Hello everyone. Picking up where I left off in Doki Doki Outcast. I've got my old headphones on because, yeah, the old broken up battered ones because those new ones are pinching my earlobes too much and it's getting to me. And yeah, I don't know what to do with this thing. I'm not convinced it's actually improved the sound quality, for all the money I spend on it. I'm sure there's like Logo mentioned that need a extra equipment like a mixer or something to properly adjust levels or something. Maybe I need some new software or something. Like all the settings I've played around with didn't. Didn't really get the quality or whatever that I wanted. I don't even know what I don't even know what I need to do to improve the quality, sound quality. So I'm back in coming out of a toaster mode. Anyway, let's pick up where we left off, and it's called Our First Date. Okay, maybe maybe MC will finally improve his game or something, and probably make a move on Yuri. Here we go. It's Sunday, which means I get to see Yuri. She told me on Friday that I can come over at 11 a.m. Check my clock, 9:37 a.m. I've got time and should use it carefully. That means I should start with a shower. That's always a good choice. After I get dressed, I head downstairs for a quick breakfast. I'm not too hungry, so I decide on toast and a glass of orange juice. I eat my breakfast and brush my teeth. Are these details going to become important later? I head out my door and start heading to Yuri's house. I've walked her home almost every day this week. Oh, hey, okay. Some new information. So I've become familiar with how to get there. To my surprise, she only lives a few minutes away from my house. I arrive at Yuri's house. Oh, hey. That's Yuri's theme. Anyway, I ring the doorbell and patiently wait. Yuri opens the door and greets me with a smile. I can tell she's excited for today. Dormuse, thanks for coming. I've been really anticipating this weekend. Me too, thanks for having me. Please, come in. Yuri lets me in. As I enter, I immediately take notice of how clean and organized everything is. Even though my shoes are not dirty, I take them off out of courtesy. Just like when I had Yuri over the first time, I'm sure she tried to make things a bit cleaner than normal. Yuri closed the door behind us. That's very thoughtful of you, Dormuse. I didn't even have to ask. Oh, well, manners, I guess. I respect that. Your house is just so clean. I can only imagine the amount of work you put into making it look this way. Well, I might have done a bit of cleaning before you came over. I can tell you did a great job. Yuri averts her gaze, blushing as she does so. You're too kind, Dormuse. I try. Yuri giggles at my petty joke, clearly enjoying herself. So what would you like to do? Yuri thinks to herself for a moment, almost as if she hadn't planned for my arrival in advance. Can't blame her, though. I'm not usually the greatest when it comes to organizing events. I'm not sure, actually. I don't usually have company, so I apologize if I'm not the best host, Dormuse. No, you don't have to be sorry, Yuri. I haven't lost interest at all. I don't mind what we do as long as it's with you. Yuri once again smiles to herself. It's a sight that feels like a smaller word whenever I get to spend time with her. Well, would you like to read some more? We're getting close to the end. Yeah, I'm really curious how it ends. Excellent. So I get started then? Okay, let's do it. Oh, I almost forgot. Yuri stops in her tracks. Would you like a cup of tea, Dormuse? That would be great. Okay, I'll go and make it. Would you like any help? No, I think I'm good. You can go and sit down in the living room. Make yourself at home, Dormuse. Alright, thank you. Is it going to be the... Yeah, I knew it was going to be this background. Yuri went to make tea for the both of us, so I walk into the living room. I take a seat on the couch. I slowly glance around the room, taking in the scenery. It's very elegant, just like Yuri. There are entire shelves filled with books and collectibles. There's also some scented candles on the table. The top layer of the candles are melted away. Yuri must have let them sit for a while before I came over. Either way, I left the scent it left in the room. In a few minutes, Yuri brings out a tray into the living room and sets it on the table in front of me. The tray holds 2 cups, a teapot, and even a plate of cookies for us to enjoy. Thank you, Yuri. You're welcome. Yuri starts pouring a cup of tea for each of us. As she does so, I grab the book and flip to the page where we left off at. Yuri sits down next to me. Where I left off at. Yuri would disapprove of ending his sentence with a preposition. Good thing she didn't hear that thought. Anyway. We hold the book in the same position, with me holding the right side and Yuri holding the left with one hand. She's even closer than before. Just like usual, Yuri wears her intense reading expression. She really gets into her reading. As we read, I notice that her hand is available? Are you going to hold hands again? I hold her hand in mine as we read. Aww. At first she doesn't notice, but then looks down. She smiles. You don't mind? Not at all. I actually kind of like it. I smile and we continue reading. As we read, I notice that Yuri isn't having as much of a hard time focusing. I think it's because she's used to it now. We enjoy our reading time together in complete silence. We've been reading for quite a while now. I've noticed I haven't had a sip of my tea. I don't want to get cold. As I release my grip on the book, I attempt to grab my cup. I manage to clutch it, but I end up spilling tea on myself. Ah! Oh my goodness. Termes, are you alright? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm sorry, I was trying to grab my teacup and accidentally spilled it. Yes, we established that. It's my fault. I should have let you stand up. No, Yuri, it wasn't your fault. I didn't need to say anything, so you didn't know. Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. The tea was sitting there for some time, so it must have cooled down. I looked down and realized that I spilled tea on the floor as well. I'm sorry, Yuri. Here, let me clean it up. No, it's okay, Termes. I'll take care of it so you can go wash up. I feel a little bad. I spilled the tea, so I feel it's my responsibility to clean up. Are you sure you don't mind, Yuri? Yeah, don't worry, Termes. It's no trouble at all. Well, alright. Where's the bathroom again, Yuri? Bathroom is just down the hall, the second door to your left. Thanks, I'll be right back. Alright, take your time. Take your time. Oh dear. Sorry, is this going to lead to another self-harm incident or something? I go to the living room and go to the bathroom to wash up. It wasn't too big of a spill, thankfully. There's a towel that's hanging from a rack. I dampen it and begin dabbing my shirt in an attempt to remove the tea stain. It's not coming out so easily. I have a few methods to remove it, but as of right now, it's not worth dealing with. I guess I'll be smelling like herbs the rest of the day. In the meantime, I should head back to Yuri. I won't let this interfere with our date. I go back to the living room to find that Yuri isn't there. Where did she... I turn around and find a door in the hallway that is slightly open. Maybe she's in there? I walk towards the door and go in. It's an empty bedroom. Yuri's, I'm guessing. On my left to see a shelf. It looks pretty standard at first glance. I then look at one shelf in particular. It contains a knife collection with each knife held up by their respective display. I take a closer look at them. They all come in different shapes and sizes. Where do you even get knives like these? All of a sudden I hear footsteps coming in my direction. I turn around and see Yuri. She looks a bit shocked to see me. I see you found my knife collection. Yeah, it's quite the collection. I'm sorry that I barged in. When I came back from washing up, I couldn't find you. I saw the doors open. I was curious. Oh, it's okay. I was worried that you'd find it eventually. What? Are you ashamed of your collection, Yuri? No, not necessarily. I was just afraid of how you'd take it. This is the reason why I insisted on going to your house when we had to work on the festival decorations. Yuri, you don't have to worry about it, I promise. You mean you're not creeped out by it? Remember what I told you when I first came over? I wasn't here to judge you. Yuri nods. Well, it's true. It's just simply a hobby of yours, right? If you like collecting knives and no one's getting hurt, then what's wrong with that? Uh-oh. Yes. Your answer is almost immediately. I mean, yes. It's just a hobby of mine. That's all it is. Well, if you like it, then I can't take it away from you. Like I said, I'm not creeped out at all, Yuri. Thank you, Termes. I knew you'd understand. You always do. Yuri and I hug each other. Would you like to hold a few of them? After the last mishap, seriously, Yuri, I think you need to teach MC some knife safety before you go taking them out again. Well. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Not at all. Just please be careful this time, alright? We wouldn't want you to cut yourself on accident again. Of course. We discuss and hold some of Yuri's knives for a few minutes. They're very interesting. Just like with her books, Yuri has an extensive knowledge about her knives as well. Yuri told me that they come from a variety of different cultures and backgrounds. She also mentioned how each knife has their own purpose, giving each one an identity of their own. Pretty neat, don't you think? I'd say so. Never realized how much purpose a knife could have. Many see them as just a way of killing something or someone, but there's more to them than that. I have to give you credit, Yuri. Initially, I used to think knives are just dangerous objects. They really are more than that. I certainly know how to change my mind on many things. Well, thank you. As I said when I gave you writing advice for the first time, you have to enjoy the little things. Sorry, I just think it's funny that knives are just dangerous objects. I don't know. I mean, I guess MC just never cooks. Like me, I use knives to cut up vegetables and stuff. So not just dangerous objects. Anyway, moving on. I have to enjoy the little things. Not only that, but never judge a book by its cover. Couldn't agree more. So if you don't mind me asking, what got you into knife collecting in the first place? Well, it was actually my father. Your father? Yuri nods. He's always traveling for work, and one day, when he came back from his trip, he brought me a small pocket knife as a souvenir. I don't see him very often, so I started collecting them as a way of keeping him in my thoughts. It's a little weird, I suppose, but that's how I got into it. Not at all. It just shows how much you care for him. What about your mom? Does she travel a lot too? My mother? I actually don't know much about her. Oh. She passed away when I was only a few years old. My father has told me stories of her, but I only know so much. He doesn't particularly enjoy talking about her. Aw. Yuri, I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry, Twemuse. You didn't know. It's sad knowing Yuri lost her mom yet let alone at a young age. Both my parents are still alive and together, but I hardly see them. I only imagine how hard it must have been for Yuri's father to raise her, especially on his own. I make an attempt to bring some positive vibes back into the conversation. Do you remember much about her? What was she like? Well, I do remember my father telling me that my mother loved to read. He said that she always had a book in her hand. I guess you could say that I get my love for literature from her. Yeah, I can see that. There's silence between us. Would you like to go back to reading, Yuri? Sure. We head back to the living room to continue reading. I hope I didn't upset Yuri for the rest of the day. I think reading might help take her mind off this whole conversation. Time passes, and we eventually finish the book. What an interesting book. I really liked the ending. I'm glad you enjoyed it. There's something I've noticed while we've been reading, Tormuse. Oh yeah? What's that? Not only have you enjoyed reading more, but you've been getting faster as well. I think to myself for a moment, I guess I have. I also didn't notice. Think back to when I first started reading with Yuri. I was very slow compared to her. It makes me feel happier about how my reading has improved. You should be proud. I smile to myself with enthusiasm. Yuri and I look at each other. I can't even put into words how much Yuri means to me. I look outside and realize that it's getting pretty dark. It's getting late. Oh, is it time for you to leave? Unfortunately, it is. I wish we had more time. Yuri has a look of disappointment similar to the one when she first came over. I understand why she feels this way. I'd love to spend more time with her if I could. Don't be upset, Yuri. We'll get together again very soon. I know we will. Yuri walks me to the front door. I had a great time today, Yuri. I did too. I can't wait for the next date. Me neither. Well, I'll see you later, Yuri. Goodbye, Tormuse. Be safe on your way home. I gave her a reassuring nod. As I'm about to walk out the door, Yuri gently grabs my wrist. Eh? Wait. There's something I wanted to say. Huh? I wanted to say that... Yuri struggles to finish her sentence. You mean so much to me. I'm still amazed at how you enjoy spending time with me, even if I'm different. It's very rare for me to share my life with someone else, let alone my own hobbies. But you being here makes me really happy. I'm so lucky to have you in my life. I smile. Just thank you for being here for me, for talking with me, for spending time with me, for respecting me. I love you, Tormuse. I don't deserve you, but I'm happy to have you in my life. Yuri averts her gaze again. I hope that doesn't sound weird of me to say. That's just how I feel. Not at all. In fact, I'd say I'm the lucky one. Hmm? You're one of the most gentle, kind, and down-to-earth people that I know. You've gotten me interested in so many new things. You opened my eyes up to new hobbies. Hobbies I would never even know about if it wasn't for you. I would even say you've helped me grow as a person. I never thank you enough for it. You're amazing, Yuri. I love you for who you are, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't let Yuri finish. I instead pull her into a tight embrace and kiss her very passionately. Oh, he went for it. Very passionately. She's really surprised at first. Even I was, but I did it anyway. Yuri closes her eyes and returns my embrace. Her grip is gentle but firm. Sense a tingling sensation around my body. Her lips are soft. Yuri's surprisingly very good at kissing. I can tell she's into it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't either. Yuri's even slightly humming to herself. I have this weird feeling in my stomach. However, it isn't a bad feeling at all. It's a feeling of happiness. Is it just me? It's probably just... What's that supposed to mean? It's probably just me. Maybe Yuri... You continue kissing for a while. I'd do this all night if I could. We finally release each other as if the moment had lasted an eternity. Well, that was amazing? Yuri nods. Both have a hard time saying anything. I guess I'll see you soon then? Yeah. See you as well. Good night, Yuri. Good night, Twinkies. Nod to Yuri and walk out the door, thinking to myself about how great this day has been.
I look over at my shelf of knives.
There's more. Turn this back up here. Look over my shelf of knives.
What are you doing? Don't do it. You're happy now, aren't you? There's no need for that anymore. You're better than this. I pull at my sleeve and look at my arm. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Poor Yuri. And just turn that back down again. Okay, Act 2, Chapter 4, Different Taste, Different Interest. Alright, moving on. It's Sunday. Yuri and I wanted to spend more time together. Are you doing the normal visual novel thing where we just skip it from Sunday to Sunday? Anyway, Yuri and I wanted to spend more time together. I didn't really think ahead of time what we'd be doing for today. Maybe we could... As I was thinking, my phone started ringing. It's Yuri, I answer. Good morning, Twimmies. Hey, Yuri. How are you today? I'm well. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I was calling to ask what you'd like to do today. Well, I have a few suggestions. However, I'm not sure which one to decide on. Alright, how about this? I'll let you choose. It'll be like a surprise that way. I don't mind that we do what we do, since I'll be with you after all. Aw, thank you. Alright, I guess it's up to me to decide. Yuri's shown me a lot of her interests. Maybe I could show her some of mine. Not to mention, they're simple and fun. Are we gonna get a choice here? Hey, we did get a choice. Coffee shop or video games? Time to see it. So, I would hazard a guess that coffee shop would endear me more to Yuri, but video games might be a chance to show her something that MC does. I mean, she says she doesn't mind what we do. Kind of lean towards the coffee shop. I mean, like... maybe this is my own bias talking. Like, I personally, me personally in real life, most of the video games I play are like, they're single player games. And I just sort of view video games is a kind of a solo activity. It's kind of antisocial. Oh, and I think it's bubble wrap for no particular reason. Anyway, the microphone came in this. So much fun. Anyway, there's something satisfying about that. So yeah, so playing towards coffee shop just for that reason, just because going out for coffee is a good opportunity to talk to people and get to know them. Even though I don't personally drink coffee, video games, I mean, it's like something like you can do that together. Like you either play a multiplayer game or something, but it's I don't know. It doesn't seem like something that I would expect Yuri to be into. I mean, if this was something more akin to real life, then there's no reason we couldn't do both. Like do coffee shop one day and video games another day. But for purposes of this scene, I have to choose one. So I'm thinking coffee shop. Coffee shop could be a nice date. It's entirely possible I'm completely overthinking that. That's there's a reason Yuri's my favorite character. I mean, both overthink things. Anyway, I tell Yuri that I'll meet her at her house in about 20 minutes. She did say to keep it a secret, so this should be fun. I get dressed and start walking to Yuri's house. I arrive at Yuri's house and I see her sitting on her porch, her hands in her lap. She sees me and immediately gets up with joy. Hi, Tornius. Hey, Yuri. Are you ready? I am. What exactly are we doing? You'll see. Let's go. I take Yuri's hand in mine and we make our way to the coffee shop. We make it to the coffee shop. Here we are. Coffee? Yeah, I figured that since you like tea, I thought we could get some coffee. Oh. Something wrong, Yuri? Oh, no. Nothing is wrong. Just that, well, I've never had coffee before. You don't have to have coffee. They have other options. You can get tea at coffee. I'm pretty sure you can get tea at coffee shops as well. You can get hot chocolate. You can get. They have other things. Whatever. Oh really? Yuri nods. Tea has always been kind of my go-to drink, I suppose. Well, there's never been a better time to try it then, huh? Indeed. You hold the door open for Yuri and she walks inside. I follow her. Music. As we enter, Yuri takes in her surroundings. Behind the counter, dozens of coffee machines line the counter. Steam rises from them as they brew fresh pots of coffee, tea, and other beverages like... Sorry, this is me getting into my nitpicky proofreading mode, but behind the counter, dozens of coffee machines line the counter. I always find it weird when there's like the same word just appears twice in a sentence, or even in two consecutive sentences. It just, I don't know, it just feels weird. Anyway, moving on. The smell of coffee and pastries permeate throughout the shop. Yuri seems to be enjoying herself so far. Smells wonderful. Just wait until you tried it. It's a little busier than usual, so we get in line and wait. Finally manage to reach the counter and order. A barista at the counter greets us. Hello, what can I get for you guys? You come in fairly regularly, do you? I come in fairly regularly, so I get my usual. MC's really into coffee, apparently. Backstory unlocked. Anyway, I'll have a latte with a bit of coconut, please. Oh, fancy. Sure, coming right up. What about you, sweetie? Yuri looks a bit nervous. Is something wrong? No, I'm sorry. Please excuse her. She's never had coffee before. Oh, I see. Well, let me help you figure something out. Do you prefer hot or cold? I mostly prefer hot. Alright, what kind of flavors do you like? You have flavors such as vanilla, cinnamon, caramel, or you could just have your coffee plain if you like. I do like cinnamon. Would you like to try a cinnamon cappuccino? Basically just coffee with cream and the flavor you chose. That sounds wonderful. Alright, are you guys on the same order? Yes, we are. Okay, you guys can find a seat and I'll bring you drinks out as soon as possible. We both thank her and find ourselves a booth to sit in. That wasn't so bad, was it? I'm sorry, Tremese. What are you sorry for? I didn't mean to be so difficult. You weren't, though. This is your first time trying coffee. Just like tea, coffee comes in many various forms. It'd be a bit overwhelming with how many options you have. So yeah, no need to be sorry. Okay, I have to admit that I'm pretty excited. It's always nice to try new things. I think you'll be surprised. Right as I finish speaking, the server comes over with our drinks. She has them in front of us. Enjoy. Let me know if I can get you guys something else. Anything else? You go thank her as she walks back over to the counter. I take a small sip of my coffee. Delicious as always. Yuri stares at her cup. She notices that I'm patiently waiting for her to try it. Wait. It doesn't say waiting for her. Waiting her to try it. Yeah, just missing a word there. She lifts her cup off the table with one hand and brings it to her lips. She looks at me again and then sips her coffee. It takes a moment for Yuri to respond, but her reaction was pretty much what I expected it to be. Well, what do you think? I expected it to taste as good as it does. Sorry, I wasn't expecting it to taste as good as it does. I'm pleasantly surprised. I had a feeling that you would like it. I know it's not tea, but no, I'm really happy you got me to try it. I feel like I've been missing out. Not just that, but I probably would have never tried it without you. You really think so? Yeah, I'd say so. I consider this a success then. You got to spend some time together, and you tried something new. I'm so happy that you gave it a chance, Yuri. Yuri beams at me with joy. We sat at our booth enjoying our coffee. We both finished our coffee. So, what do you think about coffee now that you've had it? I was a bit skeptical at first, but I have to admit that I enjoyed it. Thank you for taking me to our muse. You're welcome. Do you have any more time left? Maybe we can head back to my house and read for a bit? Sounds wonderful. Alright. I pull out my wallet and pay the barista, including a tip. She thanks me and we walk back home. We make it back home and head upstairs to my bedroom. I pick out a book from my shelf. We see our normal reading position. We've been reading for several hours now. Time jump. It's getting pretty late. It seems like Yuri knows as well. It's getting late, isn't it? Unfortunately, yes. Oh, I'm afraid that I have to be leaving then. I'm sorry, Tormuse. No, don't be. I understand. I had a lot of fun today. This is heading towards more makeouts? Come on. I did too. What? I walk Yuri downstairs to the front door. Thanks for coming over, Yuri. I had a great time. Me too. I'm glad I gave coffee a chance. I can see myself enjoying it more in the future. I'm glad to hear that. Guess I'll see you at the club tomorrow? Yeah, I'll see you as well. I hug and kiss Yuri goodbye and she leaves. I'm really happy that she enjoys one of my hobbies. Wait, hobbies? Drinking coffee as a hobby? Okay. I should be wrapping this up soon, if not now. It's kind of late. Should I go through one more day? I'm getting up to half an hour. Okay, I'll do one more day and then I call it a night. Act 2, Chapter 5, class assignment. Yeah, a lot of this is very like slice of life kind of stuff. I was kind of expecting this to go in the, dealing with Yuri's self-harm and all that stuff, because any Yuri mod kind of necessitates dealing with that at some point somehow. But, anyway, let's see where this goes. My alarm goes off and it's time for me to go to school. Do my normal routine, make my commute to school. I use the word school twice in 2 consecutive sentences. It just makes it feel a little weird when you read it out loud. Anyway, I sit in my seat and get ready for the lecture. Beep, beep. My phone beeps. I pull it out of my pocket. It's quick. It's a quick message from Yuri telling me to have a great day with the smiley face. Tell her the same and put my phone away in my pocket. Bell rings and everyone is silent. This is Atty. Oh, hey, more new character introduction. My English teacher addresses the class. Good morning, class. Before we begin, I want to inform you all that we are going to have a paper assignment. Here's some students behind me sigh. I wasn't anticipating this either. The assignment must be at least 5 pages, and I want you to write about someone who inspires you. I raise my hand. Yes, Tremese. When's the paper due? Ah, yes, I almost forgot. I'm actually giving you until the end of the school year to finish. Just because we have so many other tasks as well. That should give you all plenty of time to finish. Any more questions, class? No one says anything. Okay then, let's move on to your assignment for today. Everyone please open your textbooks to page 177. Turn to page 394. Everyone reluctantly does so, including me. Mrs. Addie then begins her lecture for the day. It's a particularly interesting lesson, even if it does seem to drag on. During the lecture, however, I start thinking about what to write. Someone that inspires me. Maybe Yuri? Day ends like usual, and it's time for the club. Grab my stuff and start heading in that direction. I eventually reach the club and enter. Oh, this mod, sorry. It just has this habit of putting unnecessary details in. Like, you could just say, I go to the club. You know, 5 words instead of 2 sentences. Anyway, everyone is present and already participating in their normal activities. Monica greets me. Hey, Tormuse. Hi, Monica. We're just taking it easy today, so feel free to do whatever you like. Alright, sounds good. All of a sudden, Natsuki walks up to me and Monica comes with a smug look on her face. I'm not sure if I like where this is going. Isn't that wonderful, Tormuse? Now you and Yuri can have more time together, huh? Lovebirds. Come on, Natsuki. Monica winks at me. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Isn't Parfait Girls your favorite manga? Yeah, what about it? I might be mistaking. I guess that's mistaken. Mistake with an E-N on the end. Mistaken. Anyway. But wasn't it cancelled? What? Why didn't I know about this? Natsuki runs to her desk and finally pulls out her phone from her backpack, nearly falling over in the process. I can tell she takes her manga very seriously. Was it really cancelled? Monica suppresses the urge to laugh, then she whispers into my ear. Hold on. I think she has some comebacks waiting to be served. Natsuki's scrolling through. I can only assume several pages on her phone. I look over at Sayori and Yuri. Sayori's covering her mouth, trying not to laugh. Yuri, on the other hand, is clicking behind her book. I guess they were listening in on a conversation. Natsuki makes her way back to Monica shortly after. Can't find where it says it was cancelled. We all burst into laughter. Sayori nearly fell out of her chair, and Yuri's giggling even harder now. Ha ha ha! Very funny, Monica. We all laugh even harder. You know we're just teasing you, Natsuki. Yeah, I know. Just don't do it again. After our laughter eventually dies down, Monica tells me to have a good time. Thank her and walk over to see Yuri. Yuri notesees. The C and the I are inverted. Notices that I am approaching her and lays her book on the desk. I have to admit that was a bit harsh, but funny nonetheless. I agree. How's your day, Tormuse? Yeah, it's good. I have a paper to write in my English class, but that's about it. Sounds interesting. What's the topic about? I have to write about someone who inspires me. Oh, I'm sure you have many people that inspire you, Tormuse. You'll have an easy time coming up with someone. Yeah. I look into Yuri's eyes. I think I will. In fact, I think I already have my inspiration. Anyway, would you like to read, Yuri? You read my mind. Let's make some tea as well. Alright, let me grab the tea set. Yuri gets up from her desk and goes to retrieve the tea set from the closet. Yuri and I start setting up the tea kettle. However, I eventually realize that we haven't filled the pitcher with water yet. Would you like me to get some water, Yuri? Would you please? That would be great. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Thank you, Tormuse. Not a problem at all. I'll be right back. I walk out into the corridor and I head to the nearest water fountain and I slowly start filling it up. Oh. For a second there I thought there was going to be more filler, but maybe something's actually happening this time. Yeah, I agree. Huh? Hear people nearby talking. I think she did a terrible job at the performance. She could hardly even speak. I know, right? At least she's good looking. That's all she is, though. She's also kind of a freak. And those bosoms, am I right? I'm surprised she can even support them, the other students laugh. As I stand there with the pitcher, I try and stay calm. I decide not to look at them just so I don't give them the idea I'm listening to their conversation. I don't even think they've noticed me. What about the guy that tried to defend her? Tormuse, I think was his name? Yeah, the loser. I can't believe you would try to defend someone like her. It's quite pathetic. You think they're screwing? It's possible. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. She's a freak and he's desperate. They'd be perfect for each other. The more I listen, the more furious I get. The nerve of these people. How dare they? Think for a second about how to approach this. Just walk away. Walk away, MC. Ignore them or confront them. Okay, another choice. Yeah, you can move on to a new page. Yeah, strongly just ignore them. Like, it's not, pick your battles, MC. I named him Tormuse, but I'm referring to him as MC because I sort of, I don't know. The original DDLC kind of taught me to divorce myself from the character, the main character of the story. I mean, like, I'll carefully consider my options. I mean, like, what do I get from confronting them? Like, they're apparently total strangers. Like, what is he even going to say to them? Like, it doesn't serve any purpose to confront them, really. I mean, it's just he's just gonna embarrass himself, really. I just ignore them. Like, it's just discretion is the better part of valor and all that. It's yeah, sometimes you gotta pick your battles, and this is just stupid teenage drama. Like, some people just like creating drama for no reason. And it's just ignore them. It's best to ignore them. They're not worth my time. After I finish filling up the pitcher, I start heading back to the club room. The students notice me. Uh-oh. Well, look who we have here. It's Tormuse. Yeah, how's it going, Tormuse? You still protecting that girl of yours? Stay calm. Ignore them. I simply walk past them. They call out to me. Alright, nice chatting with you. Tell Yuri I said hello. Second thought, no, don't tell her. She'll be too shy to say anything. The students laugh. Good one, Clyde. They just walk away and pretend they're not there. Yeah, it's just not worth the trouble. I eventually get away from them entirely. I think I made the right decision. Even though I'm angry at what they said, I refuse to stoop to their level. I calm down a little as I enter the classroom once again. I head over to Yuri, who is patiently waiting for my return. Here you go, Yuri. I carefully hand her the pitcher. Thank you, Tormuse. She starts brewing the water. She then looks at me. Tormuse, are you okay? Kind of zoned out for a moment. Oh, yeah, I just have a bit of a headache. I hate lying to Yuri, but I feel it's for the best. Well, maybe this will help with that. Oh, she's referring to the tea. Yuri finishes making the tea and hands me that cup. Thank you. Anything for you, Tormuse. Aw. If your head is hurting, do you want to take it easy instead? I don't want you to have a hard time concentrating. No, I think I'll manage. Maybe it'll help take my mind off of it. Alright, are you sure? I'm sure. Okay, just let me know if you want to take a break at any point. I nod to Yuri. Yuri and I sit on the floor up against the wall. Okay. We're back in that position again. We assume our normal reading position and enjoy our time together. I start feeling calm again. I won't let that whole situation ruin my time with Yuri. Okay, everyone. I think that will conclude today's meeting. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Catch you guys later. See you tomorrow, Monica. You and I walk home together. We walk home together. Wait, who's home? Okay. Thank you for walking me home, Tormuse. Happy to do it. See you later, Yuri. See you as well. I hug Yuri goodbye and walk home. The entire way back, my mind keeps landing on those students. Why are they doing this? What would drive them to be like that? I shouldn't be worrying about them, honestly. I just hope that will be the last time I have to deal with them. Continue walking, and I finally reach my house. I've had a long day. I'll just go to bed. I have to try and take my mind off of today. Okay. On that note, I think on that note, I'm gonna save it and call it a night. So yeah, got to make out with Yuri a bit. possible foreshadowing of a brewing conflict with the students. Um, see how this goes. I mean, like honestly, realistically speaking, ignoring them is the better choice. Like, they're I mean, some people just like I said, they just like stirring up drama. They like picking fights for no reason, and they just want to get a rise out of someone. They like the attention. So um, take away their audience. Just ignore them. Um, it's just there's just no point. You don't gain anything um, by confronting them about it. It's just there's no point. Like they're like whatever they're saying about you behind your back, it has no bearing on you. Like, I mean, they refer to them as student one, student two, and student three. Apparently, like MC doesn't even know their names, so he obviously doesn't know them or know anything about them. Like, there's no reason for him to care about their opinions. It's just it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of emotion, a waste of energy just to fixate on that sort of thing. I mean, like you can't help how you feel. Like everyone. Um, you can't help how you feel, but you can't help how you act and how you feel. And even though it's annoying, it really is just best to just walk away in that sort of situation. Anyway, I'm just rambling, just giving my own thoughts on that. Yeah, got nothing else to say. Um, so yeah, that's it. Until next time.